Hello, namaskar. This is Firstpost and you're watching Vantage with me, Palki Sharma. A day after the Pahalgam attack, India is still processing the horror. Tonight, we'll show you two sets of images. One capturing the fear and panic in the aftermath of the attack. The second capturing the grief and anger with Kashmiris holding rallies and saying, "Not in our name. Do not use this. Do not use us to justify this terrorism." Meanwhile, India is promising a loud and clear response. The Prime Minister has cut short his visit to Saudi Arabia. A string of security meetings were held today. We will look at the outcome and also at India's options. Also, how this Hamas-style attack has Pakistan's fingerprints all over it. What do we know about the attackers? The Resistance Front, Pakistan's latest terror proxy. What did the intelligence warnings in the run-up to the attack say? How targeting tourists was a shift in strategy and a sign of desperation. How Western media is downplaying yet another terrorist attack in India. What this means, this attack, what does it mean for Kashmir's revival? And the stories of the tourists who went to see Kashmir's beauty and met horror and death. Our thoughts and prayers with them and their families. We begin with the headlines. A powerful 6.2 magnitude earthquake hits off the coast of Istanbul. The impact was felt across Turkiye's largest city. More than 50 aftershocks rocked the Istanbul region after the quake. There have been no reports of any serious damage or injuries. In February 2023, a 7.8 magnitude earthquake hit southeastern Turkey. It killed thousands of people and injured many more. China says the door is open for trade talks with Washington. It comes a day after the US president hinted at the possibility of lowering tariffs on Beijing. Donald Trump has imposed tariffs as high as 245% on some Chinese imports. Beijing has responded with sweeping counter tariffs. The trade war between the world's top two economies has spooked global markets. High-level talks on a ceasefire in Ukraine have been downgraded after the U.S. Secretary of State Marco Rubio cancelled his participation. Instead, Washington sent its Ukraine envoy to the meet in London. The talks were held between the U.S., Ukraine and European officials on how to end the three-year-long conflict. French President Emmanuel Macron kicks off a two-day visit to Madagascar. The visit is intended to strengthen bilateral ties and amid ongoing colonial-era disputes. Macron wants to boost Paris's presence in the Indian Ocean. This is the first official trip by a French president to the former French colony in 20 years. The European Union slaps Apple and Meta with 700 million euros in fines. It's for breaking digital competition rules. The penalties could worsen the already fraught ties between the bloc and Washington. The fines are the first under the Digital Markets Act, which came into effect last year.
Greeting you with aloha and namaste.
I love India.
Presence, occupation of a territory by another country pertains to India. What we saw in Kashmir.
How do you see Trump's America?
Yes, the current administration behaves differently from the previous administration.
Are you saying that there are foreign powers who are trying to bring down the current government in Syria?
Exactly.
Iran, maybe Russia too.
Prime Minister Modi committed to South-South, cooperation.
Not over 50%.
Is Ukraine prepared to pay the price for that peace?
No compromises at the cost of territorial integrity and sovereignty.